This is the first time I'm hearing about the Chalice Slime monthly tournaments, or CSM for short, and I got the deck list from last month. And as you can see, the majority of it is, of course, Tier Lament and Flu Wonderies. There are a few offside decks, but it's mainly just Tier Lament variations. The thing we are interested in, though, is Guardna's DDD deck profile. He made it to the top 16 with this deck, and I want to take a look at it real quick. Right off the bat, it's pretty standard. Ash Blossom, Effect Veiler. The main difference from other meta decks that I've seen, or quote unquote meta decks, is the Skullmeister, which I now see after getting spanked by Tier Laments that this is actually a pretty great card to have. I think DD Crow could do a better job because Skullmeister needs to chain to one of the cards. However, DD Crow, it can change to it, but then you can select any one of the cards. So when you so you have to pick the very specific card in the graveyard and then banish it, mainly because in order for it to activate and make a fusion summon, it needs to use itself. So if it's gone from the graveyard, then um, it cannot fusion summon. So maybe for me, since Skullmeister and DD Crow are kind of similar, or at least uh, somehow referencing ish the DDD deck, Skullmeister being a fiend dark, fitting the aesthetic of the deck, and DD Crow having DD in the name, only with periods instead of slashes. I think I would add 3 Skullmeisters and 3 DD Crows to the main deck. Unfortunately, have it at 50. I wouldn't have the Pure Erase maps, but this is actually pretty good. It's a very standard deck. Just these 9 cards over here are the thing that most likely got him to the top 16. We have Baronne de Fleur and Divine Arsenal, of course. He only has 1 Purple Armageddon compared to the other 2 that I also run, and 3 Abyss Gilgamesh, most likely so that he can just spam off of them, set up the plays, summon Wave King, mark, and then use the effects and wave to the grave, summon another Gilgamesh with mark, get the Typhon or the slime into the grave, and then go off from there. Side deck's pretty straightforward. You have Nibiru, which I completely understand, especially with Tier Lament going crazy on your turn, somehow pretending that it's still their turn. Harpy's Feather Duster, I think I main. I'm surprised he doesn't main Dark Ruler no more. I guess it's because every other deck's recovery is still pretty crazy. Silent Graveyard, I completely understand too. Discard 1 card, effects activating the graveyard are negated this turn. Most likely just activated in response to their first chain, unless they send more than 1 card to the grave. So you have to be careful and wait patiently until the last chain and then use this card so everything else gets negated. Dark Contract with the Eternal Darkness I get. Contract with Errors I get. There are a few trap-heavy decks out there. Eternal Darkness is great in general. But I like this deck. I will be posting my own TCG DDD deck in the coming week, just so you guys see the difference between the Master Duel deck. For those interested in the actual tournament, check out MBT Yu-Gi-Oh's channel. They are the ones who host the monthly CSM. They have prizes like a trophy and a box set for the TCG. I think it's a pretty cool thing that they're doing. It's something that I would love to do down the line, but I'm definitely nowhere near 110K. But we do have our own tournaments that I'm going to restart one more time. So give these guys a shout out. Let them know we sent you over there. And thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.